Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up, we left off the heels of Solo Sikoa at the last week when he spiked WWE Champion Cody Rhodes out of nowhere. What the hell going on with Solo Sikoa doing what he did? We'll talk about it coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Also, too, coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, the WWE Women's Championship is online as Tiffany Stratton defends her title against former champion Nia Jax, the woman she defeated. She cashed in her briefcase to become the women's champion. Tiffany Stratton looks to get her co-uppers by Nia Jax. If she do, we'll see. Speaking of that, well, the main event will be a triple threat match to determine which one of these three savages will go to the Elimination Chamber to meet for the WWE Championship. We'll talk about that coming up as well. Also, too, Naomi takes on U.S. Women's Champion Chelsea Green in Elimination Qualifier match as well. We'll get to that. Plus, we'll hear from Solo Sikoa after what he did tonight. We told you earlier what he did, but we'll hear from him on SmackDown what the reputation is going to be coming up. Also, too, we hear that Michelle McCool will be the latest inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. Well-deserved, real, homegrown, organic. We'll get to it more as the Pro Wrestling Show starts right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell a friend, let everyone know you got a friend, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. All right, let's get down to the nitty gritty. We love getting down to the nitty gritty here, and we're going to get things started here on the Pro Wrestling Show with this coming up. All right, we'll get to it in a minute. Let's get to this right here. Solo Sikoa is having problems with Jacob Fatu. Say it isn't so. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, these two savages. I tell you that right now. These two savages want to tear the house down. I can tell you that right now. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu having problems, and Jacob Fatu wants to know where his Solo is because he wants to talk to Solo about some unfinished business. Solo Sikoa telling Jacob Fatu he did it for the family and he did it for the reasons of, I think, the family with cause and with all that it might be. So Solo Sikoa got a lot to explain to do. Jacob Fatu feels like Solo Sikoa owes him something. Really, Solo don't owe him nothing, and I think Solo's trying to keep close to the vest on what's going on. Jacob saying that he wants to be in line for a shot at the WWE Championship, and he knows he had to go through that triple threat match a little bit later on in the show, which causes a rift between. So we'll get that a little bit later on the show. Well, speaking of that, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus announced that she will be in town for Elimination Chamber. We'll tell you a little bit later what Trish's role is going to be. Trish Stratus was in attendance. You know, she was in attendance for somehow. We kind of got an idea of what she was in attendance for. Speaking of that, we see Naomi. We see Naomi and Bianca still wants to know what's going down. Naomi and Bianca still want to know who attacked Jade Cargill. I think we're going to finally get the answers that we're all looking for between Bianca and Jade and stuff. So Bianca and Jade, what's going on with that? And what Naomi got to do with it? Naomi advances on by defeating the women's U.S. champion. What is the point of defeating these secondary title holders? And we get there with Live Mercury, and we're now with Chelsea Green. They're getting beat by them, which they should be the favorite. and stuff, and then they're not really doing nothing for them with those belts. I'm not trying to knock them, but I feel like one belt you should work your way to one belt. I think WWE be rushing stuff with championship belts. It's like they prize hungry and stuff. But Bianca and Naomi wants to get to the bottom of what's going on and what's going down, and they're gonna get to the bottom of it. They see that Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan um have something vested interest into Jade Cargill's situation. I feel like I don't know if they're gonna do a twist or what. It just don't feel right. Just don't seem right. Just this SmackDown was kind of a little bit lackluster to me. It is what it is. Speaking of that, tonight, let's see what they gonna do. Yeah, it was feel a little lackluster tonight, and we see a lot of people and how that went down tonight. You see Trish Stratus. We saw the WWE Women's Championship match was on the line tonight, as we saw Trish Stratus helping Tiffany Stratton out tonight. Tiffany Stratton getting help and aid by Trish after Nia Jax discreetly destroyed what's her name out and about. We saw that tonight. But Charlotte Flair comes out there and she picks who she wants to face at WrestleMania. Charlotte picks Tiffany Stratton. So we're gonna have a hell of a classic between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. I will tell you that right now. One hell of a match between these two women battling out at WrestleMania. What the hell's going on tonight? So we're gonna see that at WrestleMania. These two women gonna battle it out for the women's championship at Mania. Tiffany Stratton set to defend her championship against Charlotte Flair. It's gonna be an instant classic. Charlotte versus Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Look forward to seeing that match going on. So we'll see how that's gonna be. So also too, Damian Priest was in action. Damian Priest won his match tonight over Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. Strowman and Fatu couldn't keep their hands off each other, and Damian Priest took the advantage. Took advantage indeed. Damian Priest got the help of Cody Rhodes, who was trying to fend off the bloodline. Cody Rhodes trying to get him some of you know, what's his name? Solo Sikoa. They're gonna be fighting at WrestleMania, probably at the Elimination Chamber. But it's just a repeat match of SummerSlam this past August. Well, Cody Rhodes may not have to deal with Kevin Owens for now. Kevin Owens wants to wear pink and black. He's look like he's going crazy. Kevin Owens look like he's been going crazy ever since. Kevin Owens wearing the pink bag, send a message to Sami Zayn. We know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn put on good classes of matches. They put on good classes of matches indeed. So Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn probably will meet at WrestleMania. We'll see that match coming up forward, but you can tell it's going to be a match between them two. We might get a match between Solo and Jacob Fatu on who runs the bloodline. See, Machine Guns were in action. They went against, I think they went against DIY. One of the Machine Guns in a non-title match, defeated DIY, but they just didn't win the titles. It might give them a chance to go for some championship gold eventually down the road. We'll see that coming up as well. So we'll see. We'll probably get that at WrestleMania. But we might get it next week. But we know that General Manager Nick Aldis made a ruling that he will have Pretty Deadly go against DIY. And DIY will go against Pretty Deadly next week here on SmackDown. So we'll see that coming up as well. So we'll see that match coming up too eventually. We'll see that match. So we'll see that match. And SmackDown. So we'll see Pretty Deadly win next week on SmackDown. So Pretty Deadly will go against the tag team champions next week for the titles. We'll see. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. On the post. What we got tonight? Yeah. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair. Making no bones about it. Picking no bones whatsoever. She's going to challenge Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. That will happen at WrestleMania. So looking forward to seeing that match. That's going to be one of the women matches of the night. Trying to see who really going to be going against at WrestleMania. Somebody for real to go. Yeah, you'll see. That's going to be the match. Problems between Solo and then we'll get that. And Trish Stratus made her announcement that she's going to team up with Tiffany Stratton to take on Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae at the Elimination Chamber. As well, so we look forward to seeing that. And Damian Priest advances on. He'll get a shot at the Elimination Chamber. He stepped closer to Townsend Colorado. Title at Elimination Chamber. Only time will tell. Just have to wait. Well, matches at WrestleMania. Checking out the Pro Wrestling Show for you. And who done it? We'll find out probably this Monday on Raw. Who done it? And you know who? Naomi and Jay. So a lot of moving factors in this. And we forgot to make mention that Shinsuke Nakamura may defend his U.S. title against LA Knight. At the LA Knight lost the title. Survivor Series. R-Truth was in a match against Carmelo Hayes. So Carmelo Hayes tonight. So everybody getting their link back. So see how they go. And we got this eerie message from Alexa Bliss. I don't know what that eerie message was all about. It was eerie as you know what. So we're getting a lot of stuff coming away. This SmackDown was so. It just didn't spark enough attention for me. It didn't move me or nothing. It was just a plain old SmackDown to me. So hopefully WWE being let up. And I kind of agree with Vince Russo sometimes too. WWE got to spark that interest up. They can't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on. So hopefully WWE get it together and create be more compelling because this SmackDown was so lame that it's just everything was so predictable. It's like it shouldn't be predictable for me. It needs to be like how Vince Russo said. It got to be some twists and turns. It just can't be just you focusing on one thing, and we already know the outcome is. It's like us doing predict the outcome all the time. We predict it, and then it just come true as we predicted. So hopefully they can get it right this time and not try to rush and sugarcoat stuff. So hey, leave it like that. So for me being Kendrick Dix, we're gonna leave you. And we're gonna leave you with this. We're gonna leave you with Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest just advanced on from being the next person to advancing on to the Elimination Chamber. Could Damian Priest be hosting line to be going against Cody? Only time will tell. We'll find out. So for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.